Welcome to Alien Theorists Theorizing. Casefile 378. I'm Braden.
I'm Zell.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Andrew.
Oh, man, I've had the worst fucking gut rot for the last 3 days.
For 37 years.
And I couldn't figure out what it was, but I think it's the like
beautiful
1
way to
point.
start off a podcast.
I think it's the 1.4 kilogram
fucking
bag of
diarrhea.
peanut M&Ms I've been crushing for the last 3 days.
No, it's not it.
It's not
Can't
it?
be it.
No.
Can't be?
No.
Okay. Just like
But
a
each one of those little bad boys
Why
got
would you even
protein
say
in
that?
them.
I don't
Healthy
know.
fats.
That's what I'm fucking
Hey, you look good.
feeling. yoked.
Hercules.
Yeah, it's just been fucking. I'm like, oh, what is doing it to me? And I'm down to the M&Ms. I'm like, that's all I've been doing in elimination diet. Try to figure out what it is. I'm down to just M&Ms. And I'm like, God damn it! Is it really the M&Ms? That's
Taking
all I've
you a
been eating all
month to
day.
find that out because you just don't want to cut them out.
Yeah, I'm just like, God
Is it?
damn it! Is there anything? Could it be the water?
Yeah, maybe.
Definitely.
Could it be the water?
You should try an elimination water cleanse. 3 to 7 days at least. See what happens.
How many M&Ms can I eat on the cleanse?
Unlimited.
But yeah,
No water.
M&M, you're eating nothing but M&Ms.
Yeah,
it's
no
kinda-
water, just M&Ms.
You know what? I'm sensing a little sass from the Danish diet man himself. Okay,
Because you got it all wrong. That's why.
I'm not eating enough.
You know, a Danish has more of the food groups in it.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
a.
You're just eating fucking chocolate and peanut
No,
butter.
but hey, listen, you're way closer to keto with fucking peanut M&Ms.
This is true.
You got your fats. You're ready to go.
Yeah. I like this. It's making a lot of sense to me.
Sure. Yeah, healthy choices. Yeah.
We should, when we do the next year's challenge, instead of the running challenge, we should each present our own version of fitness and nutrition, and people got to follow it and report back.
Except what you have to do, you have to design it yourself. You can't get any tips. Like you can't read and be like, oh, I'm gonna do like a keto or fucking Dr.
No,
Atkins.
you should do it. It
You
should
have
be
to
like
make your own.
There's one stream, you just
30-day.
make it up with no looking
Yeah.
ahead.
No.
Easy.
Anyways, this week we're back to the Maester's pick here. He wanted to fucking talk about Ocean's 11, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, did the notes read like Dan's plan? Finally, fucking, he's 1 or 2 pieces away from putting together his own fucking Frankensaint.
Yeah,
I was like,
he just
what
wanted
is-
to look
what
into
is
all these
Dan-
heists.
How long has Dan been planning this?
To
Look,
be
this
fair, it's the monster, not Frankenstein.
Yeah.
This is just nuts because it came out, a couple weeks ago. There was a attempted, or actually successful, heist of a saint's skull from a Catholic church in the Czech Republic. So there was.
It blows me away. It blows me away that anytime we start talking about these things and heists are real. Does that get anyone where I'm just like, how are heists real outside of Hollywood? Like, it's insane to me. Because I always think in the back of my mind, whenever I hear these elaborate ones, whether we've done the maple syrup and these elaborate heists and people masked snatching and grabbing something, I'm always like, you know what it fucking probably was? Some homeless guy walked up, just took it, and no one thought anyone would ever do that. Because that's like, you always see like the fucking people on a rant and rave being like, someone took my lion off my front yard, my concrete lion. Where is it? And I'm like, that's the kind of heist that I expect, not these fucking elaborate heists of these fucking.
Well, you might be
expensive
surprised
relics.
by the spectrum of people that steal these relics, like these super valuable. Some of them priceless.
You
can say priceless.
know what it is?
Yeah,
It's
relics.
when they fucking come in, they're all 90 degree from the fentanyl that they miss all the lasers. Right? They just fucking
Yeah, that's the bend. It's the
cruise
entrapment.
right underneath all the fucking lasers. Like, what's that movie, The Rock? Where
No, it's entrapment, isn't it? With
is in trap? What's the
Catherine
one where she's doing?
Zeta-Jones.
Yeah. Catherine
yeah.
Zeta-Jones and
Yeah.
Sean Connery. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that, but a fent guy.
Well, this one just like
at a 90 degree angle, fucking hopping over them.
the event that kind of just sent me down this rabbit hole of these relic heists. That people are picking up and stealing these things.
We're trying to stream on Patreon for the first time here, right?
And it's not
That's
working.
not working.
I don't know what is going on with the audio. It's like there's like 40 of us talking at once.
Really?
Shit.
Excellent.
I don't know.
Excellent.
There's
Working
no way.
just as we planned.
It's unlistenable. There's no
It's a
fucking
good thing
way.
we tried to test this out before an actual live show.
There's
right?
no-
Well, why
Well,
does
it's the
it,
same output as
yeah, it never
YouTube.
makes sense why this
But
shit
it's
doesn't
not
work.
going through it. Oh man, that's so bad.
All right.
1 second. Delete that.
Yeah, I see people are like, it's pre-recorded. They fucked up a pre-record. Nope, just a regular
We
record.
fucked up the live
Fucked it up.
record.
Yeah.
Par for the course. Now do we wait on? Are we waiting on?
Yeah, I
trying
don't
to
know.
fix that? Are we troubleshooting it live or we
Keep talking.
Going?
I'm plugging back in.
Oh,
We're gonna keep
Zell's plugging back in. He's sorting it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is anytime you switch anything up, and people are like, "Why are they recording on Patreon and not YouTube?" Because YouTube fucking bans us for everything, and now when we're on
Everything.
Patreon only, we can be like, "It was the fucking Jews. It was them all
It
along."
was. Tell me how many heists were fucking done
yeah.
with them. Let's go.
Yeah, the cars for kids weren't for kids.
Exactly. No, they weren't. Add that to the fucking hundreds of billions of dollars else you're sending them. It's fucking crazy.
I loved it. I loved it that like that was all fucking popping off on social media, and some guy was like, "Dude, anyone with half a brain knew it was the Jews. The mascot was a talking $5 bill. It was right in our face." I was like, "That's funny. That's good."
That was pretty good.
I was like, "That's why I don't donate to any charities because they're all make believe."
Oh, dude. Like when you're at Walmart and shit, and they want you to round up to the nearest dollar.
Dude,
for
that's the
fucking- I was
biggest-
Like, fuck off.
Can
So
I
you guys
tell
have
you
a
something?
tax write-off? Suck
Yes,
on my ass.
that is the biggest fucking piss off ever because it's like, if you donate, you're supposed to get a fucking like a donation receipt, right?
They get it.
They take
Yeah,
it, give your donation, and then they take the fucking tax break. Like, it's such a fucking piss off. I fucking hate
crazy.
that so much. They're like, "Please, sir, could you please, there's a child right now."
Yeah, they
If
make you kind of
round
feel
it up-
awkward after.
If you
You're just
round it
like,
up, we
"Don't
can
make me feel
finally
awkward."
send him to camp for the first summer ever. Like, I'm like, no, no,
Not happening.
kid. Guess better luck next summer, kid.
Just, hey, here's an idea. You're a $1 billion corporation. Just send them to fucking camp.
Yeah,
What do you need my fucking money for?
Fixed.
is it? All right. Well, we got to cut all that. That's fine. That's why we're on Patreon only. This is all, and just so because there was people on Discord getting mad, I kind of pre-planned this. This is pre-recorded. All of this is pre-recorded.
All this is. Oh yeah.
This isn't a live.
No. there's
So
no way it's
this
live.
we fucked all this up.
Do
We
you think
recorded.
any part of this show isn't planned?
We are actually, the funniest thing is we're 4 months ahead on recordings. We
Yeah.
recorded this back in like February. This is February.
Which is possible
20
since
26.
this happened just 2 weeks ago.
Nostradamus.
No.
This happened a week ago.
And we called it way back
Yeah.
in February.
Well, how did
Yeah.
Dan fucking? Where were you?
That's because it
it wasn't you.
No, it's because
This is all
I
premeditated.
yeah,
This is you.
exactly. I did it. I just
Instead of going to Thailand, you're just doing
Wait.
heists.
You're
Just
saying
putting on a
that
sweet
you're saying this
soundtrack
was some
and-
sort of time crime.
Well, fuck. We need Van Damme, time cop.
Anyways, where were we on the heist? Back
Talking
back
about
to
homeless
Dan's
heisters.
11 here.
So last week somebody stole the 800-year-old skull of Saint Zlatoslava from a 13th century, or sorry, no, from a
The homeland.
yeah, from the Czech Republic, a Catholic church in the Czech Republic.
So,
Um,
so that's where your ancestors said you were from after they fled Nazi Germany.
100%,
Don't know who you're
dude.
kidding.
Hey.
Yeah.
This is my dad's side, okay?
Yeah, Uncle Adolf over there, buddy. Don't even start with me.
There's a reason my mom is into conspiracy theories, okay? Her relatives are from Germany.
So Saint Zlatoslava of Lemberg was born in 1220, died in 1252, and she was a 13th century Czech noblewoman, mother of four, and she was actually a member of the Dominican order. She was officially canonized by Pope John Paul II in 1995, and she's recognized mostly as the patron saint of families, difficult marriages,
Hell yeah.
and
Hell
bohemia.
yeah. What a fucking way to be a saint. Just a tough marriage.
She's a marriage lawyer.
Just this patron saint of fucking rough marriage.
Stick together for the kids.
Yeah, 18 years and then you're done, all right? Tough it out.
So
Yeah, you got a dog, then you had a kid, and you had a second kid. You just kept trying to fill that hole. That's what happened there.
Her skull had been on display in the Basilica of St. Lawrence. I'm gonna apologize for. I cannot pronounce like Czech stuff with so many accents. Jablonais, and
I think it's jabroni. Actually.
Jabroni.
That's what I thought too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And Pod. What is it? Podyastidi?
Sounds perfect, Dan, to me.
That sounds fucking great, dude.
All right. It's about 70 miles north of Prague, if anybody's interested. But yeah, apparently the security system the night before, in the evening of May 12th, 2026, was deactivated right before the evening mass to allow for the service. So within this window, a figure dressed entirely in black entered into the church and then smashed open the glass.
No. You don't lie. He had one of those cool circle cutting glass things.
Yeah,
with a suction cup.
Yep.
And just,
Yeah, suction cup.
Laser,
And
like,
yeah,
right? Fucking heist music's playing. Like,
And he hung down from
his
He was doing that
turtleneck.
forever. Nothing was happening.
Except it was the
Just
Beastie
fucking
Boys
smashed it.
sabotage, and he just ran up there and smashed the glass. Actually, It's like he ran up there and smashed the glass of the reliquary that near the altar where it was being held, and just grabbed the skull and ran out, and just bolted.
Nothing like
that-
grabbing a human skull and
That's
running
an
away.
literal
inside-
smash and grab.
That's an inside job. That's a guy that knew the security cameras were gonna go down.
So they actually, they have security footage of this guy just running between the church pews with the ancient skull, just in his hands, just bolting out of the church. And you had the actual Prague Archbishop Stanislav Pindiel, who declared that it was
found it insulting
devastating to
what he
pilgrims,
said.
people who were coming to go see this.
He was
relic.
like, all you pilgrims must be devastated at your cherished skulls. I was like, what? I was like, why are they? I was like,
Why pilgrims?
why
That's
pilgrim? Yeah, why?
Well,
Why be like? I'm sure
religious
everyone's
I'm
devastated.
sure
with
he
the
didn't
loss
mean
of the skull.
peasants.
Yeah,
No.
all you
Pilgrims.
People.
Is this Pope Clint Eastwood?
I
Like, what are we doing here?
Hey,
Or John Wayne? Hey,
You're
pilgrim.
Religious
That's-
pilgrims, people who came to see,
John,
Go to-
you
yeah,
know,
to the
came
church.
to see the relic. Yeah, people who were making pilgrimage
What
to
if-
the church.
do we know,
to
like,
I guess so.
These
Yeah.
Eastern European churches are just like rival fucking universities where they have to steal the
so,
mascot.
Who's got the best fucking relics
So this-
of saints?
They're back there fucking drinking out of it. Yeah!
so actually, yeah, this did send me down a rabbit hole of like historic relic heists, and the thing is like during the early days of like the Catholic Church, probably like within the first like millennium or so of its existence, a lot of churches stole relics back and forth from each other. Like, that was their
no
thing.
way.
Yeah, like they would literally go back. I forgot what it was called. They had a term for it, but it was like holy reclamation or something. They would go to church, like rival churches or like churches that had, because back then when you were building a church, you're kind of, it's to some extent, maybe today, it's still a money making scheme, and that you would want people to come to your church. So, you get your tithes, you get your donations and stuff like that. But people wouldn't come to your church unless you had a relic.
Listen,
So
I don't understand why we don't have people lining up for the fucking piece of toast that looks like it's got Jesus toasted into it. This doesn't make sense.
So what you
We
would
need a skull.
want, right? You would need. So this is also. I did not know that there are 3. Some people say 4 different classes of holy relics. Right there are first class relics, which are the actual physical body. So these are your ones where you get.
Yeah,
Your
those are the
skulls,
ones
your
you can put in a
pieces.
shot glass and drink, like the frozen toe, the fingers, teeth.
Yeah, those things, and then you have the second class relics, which are items that were used or worn by the saint.
So like the Shroud of Turin. is the
Shroud of
second
Turin
class.
or the Ring of Joan of Arc.
Saruman.
Yeah,
The Ring of
those
Saruman,
ones. Yeah,
yes.
one ring to rule them all.
Yep.
And then a third class relic is like objects of contact, where is like they have been touched.
So like Mary
to a
Magdalene.
well, no, those things have been touched to a first or second class relic.
Still got it.
Touched by that Holy Ghost, baby.
Yeah, dude.
So then, so the guy who stole this skull, like I guess they recovered it pretty quick. So the investigation, like the Czech police, like they launched a massive, manhunt right after the right after the theft. And the
buddy, first 48, they knew. They're like, if we don't get this fucking skull back in 48 hours, it's gone. It's in the wind.
And they were, you know, I mean, the newspapers are going pretty nuts because, I mean, of course you would, because you're like, oh, people are still like, what's the number one reason you steal a holy relic for? Except, you know, number one reason, you know, satanic rituals. Like, what do you summon dark forces? That's what you're gonna do if you steal a relic.
You take the skull. You need the blood of. I can't say it, but you need blood. Turn the skull upside down, boil it, and then you drink the blood out of the skull.
Exactly, right? And that was like
when did this person die?
This person, the
1200 or something.
You ain't getting any blood from this fucking thing.
Well, it doesn't have to be their blood.
Yeah, she died at a ripe old age of 32.
Old lady back then.
So that was one of the main headlines. Like, people are saying, like, oh no, it's gonna be used in satanic rituals and, you know, summon kids.
This would make the greatest fucking like Pope cop buddy cop show. You gotta get our two best guys in here for this.
Two bishops.
Yeah.
Right.
One kind of like fucking, you know,
dude.
wild card.
This has to be the sequel to The Nice Guys.
Yeah.
Right?
It'll be good.
Let's bring back Russell Crowe. Bring back Ryan Gosling.
Dude,
Same
that
characters.
is one of the most criminally underrated fucking buddy cop shows of all time. That movie's fucking phenomenal.
Buddy Pope.
But they're not
Buddy
cops.
Buddy Popes.
Buddy Popes.
So Thursday, May 14th, the police tracked down and detained a 35-year-old male suspect who had no prior criminal record in the city of.
Let me take a wild guess. He also didn't have any family or fucking like wife or girlfriend or kids. You're 35 and you have time to fucking plan a heist of a skull. Get some fucking hobbies.
Skull of a saint, an unknown saint.
Buddy, you know how much? Yeah, I would fucking I would kill to heist a skull right now. All right, who's got the time to plan a fucking heist?
I would
I don't
love
even
to.
plan
I
it.
would
I
love
couldn't
to
even
plan a
have
heist.
all the time.
I couldn't even get the fucking outfit together right now. All right.
Yeah, it's because you
That's how
can't
you know
fit a
this guy
fucking
doesn't have anything.
turtleneck, buddy. You don't have a neck.
So when
Once
they
I cut down some fucking weight, I'm gonna. The heist is coming.
When they sat down and interrogated the suspect,
Get one of those morph suits.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'd like to see you bouncing around those laser beams. Be good.
So when they sat down and interrogated the suspect,
They literally pointed the light at him. That's it. They pointed the light. They turned the light on. They pointed.
Where is she?
I did it. I did it.
I give up. I give
You
up.
got me. He didn't at all fucking resist.
no, he went and said, you know, he admitted to what he did, right, to the theft of the actual skull, and he said that he didn't want to sell it, which was the actual number one thing that they thought they were going to do with something like this. You know, apparently there's some demand out there for private collectors and holy relics, which of course I guess there would be. He didn't want to sell it.
Listen, you're not fucking fetching any. Like, I don't care what they tell you. No one is buying fucking Saint Slava's fucking skull.
Buddy, some fucking Czech billionaire that's having problems with his relationship. This is his last ditch effort to get it together. Now it's
if you beat your wife with the skull
With the
of the
skull of a
saint,
saint.
You just gotta. It's
tough
for luck,
marriages.
dude. No, but dude, people, they're huge money in religious fucking relics, man. Huge.
But why this girl? What was so like? How do you get sainthood? Like, what did you do to become a saint?
Well, she just like she
She wasn't even a full nun.
She
Well,
got
she
the
apparently-
fucking Pope back together with his 12-year-old. Got everything fucking ironed everything out there.
when she was saying it, I think they pretty much they are canonized. They said that she was like legend. You know, she was known for her deep empathy. She apparently had miraculous healing abilities, and then she did a lot of charitable work for the poor and the sick while she was a member of the Dominican order.
Yeah, she founded hospitals and stuff and a couple monasteries. Like, she was pretty big in the
Pretty big
Huge.
deal.
yeah in the
It's
Dominican order.
hilarious though, because she's renowned for like kindness and tenderness, and this is the fucking. This is what, in the 90s that she died.
No,
It's like she was probably just
2052.
hugging people.
1252.
Or sorry, 12.
She got fucking the Pope
Yeah,
in 1995 posthumously or whatever it's called.
yeah,
Oh,
posthumously.
posthumous.
She was
So this
canon-
guy just
yeah, when she was
confesses
canon.
to encasing a skull in concrete.
Well, that's what he said. That
He fucking what?
yeah. So he was going to
they
the
had no
original
skull.
plan. The
They
original
had no
plan.
skull. There's no crime with no skull, and you're like, it's sitting in wet concrete right now.
So
Just wait.
what he was going to
Dude, wait
do
10
was that he
minutes.
was going to encase it in concrete and then throw it into the river because he was ideologically opposed to it being
Dan,
displayed
he
in the
encased
church.
it.
He opposed the saint itself, or the
No,
fact that
like
she
he
was put on
just
display?
that it was put on display.
got
Kind
a
of
in
motion.
fucked
church.
up when you think
Oh,
about it.
yeah.
Like, why? Who?
He actually put it in concrete. That's what I
Yeah.
read.
Yeah,
He did
He
put it in
actually put
concrete.
it in
Yeah.
concrete.
Yeah.
And he told them the whereabouts of the skull quick enough that they could recover the skull and pretty much safely remove it from the concrete before it's set. And I was like, had any been like, I don't know what you're talking about with the skull. Would you use fucking ready mix? Like how quick? As soon as that thing's hardened, there's no skull by it. There's no
I don't have a skull.
You're
Well, I-
free.
I-
There's no crime.
I read that they're still trying to extract the skull. from the
Yeah,
concrete.
it's encased in that block of concrete. So now
Could
the
you
challenge is to
imagine-
get it out.
Could
like
you
they have to
imagine
get it out.
if this is like a fucking mastermind? They get it. There's no skull. They spend all this time and effort
And
chipping
he's
away.
already sold it.
He's already
He's
sold
already
it.
gone, sold. He got him off the scent.
He's gonna jailbreak. He's already sold it. He's got the money in fucking Switzerland. He's just gonna disappear.
He's got the fucking tunnel behind the poster.
100%.
Yeah,
He's
it's
dug it out with a
fucking out
spoon
there.
ahead of
He's
time.
good.
They
He's
go
on his
there
way
to
to
his
Ziwat
cell. He
Dineo
turns around.
right
It's just a
now,
different
dude.
man in a wig. They're like, what happened?
So now
That's a
yeah,
fucking
like
heist.
That's
a heist.
That's a heist.
Yeah, dude.
So the whole
100% heist.
Yeah,
There's got to be a fucking double cross at the end,
yeah.
right? Like that's or it's not a heist.
He just gave it up too easy. It doesn't even make sense. Are
It doesn't
we
make
sure?
sense. You're right.
Are we sure the fucking skull's in this heist? I've seen
Dude, you
or
called it.
skulls in the case.
I've
of
heard
concrete.
conflicting reports that they're trying to remove it. They have partially removed it. I can't
It's
be
not there,
certain.
boys.
Here's another question. How you know what I mean? I get a prop skull from Amazon. You know what I mean?
Oh.
I order a prop skull. I concrete the prop skull. Send you on a little wild
You don't
goose
need
chase.
it, dude. It doesn't need, get a fucking real skull. Just a fucking bait and switch. Doesn't have to be a prop.
Yeah. The old bait and switch, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like once you stole the skull, you could even if you gave the real skull back, you'd be like, that wasn't the real skull. This is the
You'll
real
never
skull.
know. It's not like I doubt they did DNA testing before
No, it's
they
not like
put
they
it on
had
display.
any fucking markers on it.
Good heist though.
It's great.
9 out of 10 heist.
I guess like I said, I went down the rabbit hole of this, and this is like a pretty common occurrence. Is like the stealing of these sainted relics. Like you have one happened
Dan's
in-
planning the next one right now with all these.
The Declaration of
researching.
Independence.
Yeah, and so it's like you have ones that like I guess there is one called the and it's always it always part of it's like macabre fascination that we had that they keep all of this stuff. So you have this one relic, the brain of Saint John Bosco,
Yeah.
which
Dan-
is
Dan-
it's a
What
glass
is,
vial.
just quickly, because this guy was 1815, 1888. What was he the patron saint of?
Let's see, the patron saint of youth and juvenile delinquents.
Known for his work with disadvantaged boys. Okay, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Bosco.
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 There was not a lot of oversight. I don't think in the 1800s.
So they have a glass vial containing a fragment of the brain of Saint John Bosco, who is a 19th century Italian priest. And on June 2017,
Catholic priest who is the saint of juveniles.
juvenile
Yeah.
delinquents.
Delinquents. All the
So bad boys.
all
He
the
liked
naughty
bad
little
boys. He like bad boys.
How many times was this
I
guy
am the patron
relocated to a
saint
different
of
parish?
naughty boys.
Yeah.
Not a good look there, Johnny.
No.
So the relic was actually snatched from behind the altar in the Basilica of Don Bosco and Castle Nuovo, Italy, right in the middle of a wave of international pilgrims coming and visiting the site itself. Now, of course, when the theft was actually discovered that it was gone, you had the Italian media just exploding with, that there were wild theories being circulated that it was stolen
Fucking Mamma
by
Mia!
by a local cult, of course. for use in like satanic rituals, of course. Like
As
that's
you
always
do.
the first go-to. That's always the
As
first
you
go-to.
do.
It's like why which there must be some truth in it. I would think if they just go ahead and say like everything that's the main concern. Even though most of the time, like 90% of the time, it doesn't seem to be that anybody's using it for satanic rituals, which I feel like is a waste.
You know,
How,
what, like
how
I feel
old
like
was
it's
this brain?
Okay, go ahead.
1888 from
Woo,
1888.
small brain.
This old brain.
So
What, like, isn't it kind of fucked up though? Like, yeah, you're stealing these things potentially for satanic shit or whatever, like they're saying, but at the same time, it's like, what the fuck? Like, why are we displaying parts of like dismembered bodies and brains and like that's
That
crazy.
sounds satanic to me.
100%.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fucking bizarre, man. It's like,
Morbid.
Check this guy's piece of his brain.
We
It's
had-
am I
we
going
had
to
the
fucking
altar.
church or am I going to Spirit of Halloween? What are we doing here, guys? Like, fuck. It's retarded.
yeah, no, that's a legitimate question as to why thinking about that going through this, like, man, it's so strange that you're displaying just like preserved body parts,
Yeah.
and then body parts that are purported to have certain special abilities, healing abilities, or some of them have miraculous like powers of preservation. Like some of
I
these
think-
relics,
I think
they
the-
say
I
like
think the
don't
brain-
decompose, like
The
they don't
brain one,
decompose
it
normally.
had the power of coercion from John Bosco, this patron saint of
Yeah,
naughty
do you
boys.
like candy?
Yeah.
You want to come pet my dog?
You got puppies? I got puppies and candy.
Oh no.
So the
You've been
when-
bad.
So the police managed to lift a single clean fingerprint from the smashed glass case that was holding the reliquary, and it meant.
Oh, when he carried the brain out raw?
well, they managed. No,
in
he
its-
had the
in its-
vial. Like
yeah,
in
he
its
had the
little
vial
yeah.
brain.
He's just carrying out fucking.
Just
brain in
fucking
his
scooping his
yeah.
hand like a goldfish?
Yeah,
Sprinting with the fucking...
I guess they matched it to a 42-year-old local man who had a prior criminal record, so that's why they had his fingerprint on record. So he had the about 2 weeks later, the police raided his apartment and they found the brain perfectly intact and tucked inside a copper teapot in the kitchen cupboard. Like that's where he was keeping it. And apparently he had no interest in actually selling it or sorry, for like relic. He didn't want to use it for a satanic ritual or anything. He just wanted the gold painted reliquary frame that he actually wanted because he thought it was made of like solid gold. And then he crushed it to find out that it's really nothing. Like it's really nothing.
Fucking clay.
I don't believe that. Part of me wonders if they're just fucking. They got like a little patsy here that they're just like, all right, we're gonna say we found it, and we're gonna just put a little fucking meat in a new test tube and say we got it back because we don't want people to know that it's gone. Because like
they're not testing the shit once they get it
no,
back.
because
There's no
what
way.
I'm saying is if say this thing was if the brain of Saint John Bosco was valuable, and then news reports came out that they had arrested and recovered the brain, would it not diminish the value of the stolen brain to almost
Not
zero?
if you had proof of what you did to the buyer.
But then they'd be like, how would they know? You'd be like, well, they have an arrest and they said they recovered the brain. So like at that point, how do you prove to a buyer that you're like, no, I'm the real thief and this is the real brain? You know what I mean?
Gotta
Like,
fucking GoPro, man. It's the only way to do it.
right? I guess so. Because I'm like, because it just seems so weird. Two people in a row, they're like, didn't even want to sell it. Crazy. Just fucking, whatever. Thought
Yeah.
it was cool.
Well, no, he wanted. Yeah, the guy just wanted he didn't actually want
He
the
wanted the
relic
gold.
itself. He wanted the gold that it was like.
Yeah, but
it was in.
You got to think wherever this is, I got to imagine it was easier to steal gold at a pawn shop than it was to steal this.
No, dude, your pawn shops
Pawn
like
shops.
got fucking.
Those
like,
guys
you're
are always
prepared.
strapped.
You know you
Yeah,
could be
those
robbed.
guys
You're
are-
gonna
Yeah, I
have
guess
security
Pawn shop
systems.
guys
This is
are
a
always
fucking church.
Got guns. Like
You think you're gonna have a couple fucking crusaders just pop out of the fucking confession booths to
Full suits of armor.
grab this guy? Like,
Should.
100%.
A couple of masons hidden.
Yeah.
I just think it's wild to have those things.
I just
And you
thought the
have-
statues themselves would come to life to defend the church is what would
Yeah.
happen.
The power of Christ.
I think Braden mentioned before about what was he originally mentioning about stuff like what was it, like teeth and things you could put in a shot glass and drink
Yeah.
or whatever. That's not far off from one of the like a historical heist that I was actually reading about, where one monk like actually went to, and this was like in the, I don't know, this is probably 1200s or something like that. The monk actually went to another church where they had like a display of a sainted relic, and he took a bite of it. Like, he took a bite of it and he kept it in his mouth, and they were like, give it back. He's like, no,
spit it out.
Yeah, it's like, the dog gets something in their mouth, and drop it, and he's like, no, drop it. He's like, he's not gonna and drop it. And like, he took a bite of it, and then like, I don't know, he ended up like taking it back to his, getting away with it. Essentially, like, they're just like, he's like, I don't know, I was just so enraptured at that moment that I had to take a bite of this, piece of, like, a hand or something like that. Just took a bite out of it. Just
old fucking dried out hand.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, just took a bite of it and just like kept it on it. I think he took a bite and like he spit it out and he like kept it and then took it like back to his church or whatever. And it's like they couldn't really do anything because he's like, nah,
he's like,
God told me to do it. The saints told me to do it. Nothing really could do.
Well, and then his church now has the relic of a piece of the hand.
Yeah,
that he now has on display.
Just wild. But yeah, it's like, my whole theory is that they're not stealing these things for satanic ritual. Well, they might partially satanic ritual. Is that you could feasibly put together an entirely patchwork saint out of all of the things that you do. I mean, why somebody needs to be out there like putting together like a Frankensaint, just like all the pieces tied together, and you would have the most like, I guess it'd be like some kind of like holy powered golem that you would have. That'd just be like made out of all the pieces of like former saints,
stolen saints.
I don't think it would be anything holy about it, Dan. If you had the Franken monster of all your holy relics that you put together.
It works like that. I don't know. You put them all together, and it just like, yeah, it's just all this just insane.
I'm picturing more of like a blood golem type of creature.
Yeah. It's like, ooh.
But it's like, it'd just be isn't Christianity just based on necromancy anyways? The guy came back from the dead.
Yeah, but what if this is like our attempt at a fucking like Super Saint Megazord?
Yeah,
we're gonna deploy this and fucking this is going straight to Israel, boys. We gotta fight back. This is our only hope.
It's like the Frankenstein Punisher, like when he was like
so good.
Put them all back together, and it's just like, yeah, drop them unstoppable Megazord of Christianity.
Like, I just want to go back to like how and why just a piece of this guy's brain. Just a piece.
Well,
why not his
there's
whole
a
brain?
few different franchised fucking cathedrals that have the other pieces of his brain.
How many fucking churches got a chunk of the brain?
Boys, you're gonna get a chunk of my brain when I die. I'm gonna put it in my will. You each.
Is there enough to go around for everybody? You think?
You might have to cut it. You might have to cut it in half a little bit.
It's a small tappa. Very small, very disappointing sized tappa, overpriced.
Yeah. Don't eat it.
Overvalued.
It's for display only.
This guy's trying to eat it. Whoever stole it wanted to eat it. Just to say he did. Just to say he did.
Gross.
Fry it up.
It's been fermenting in there.
Yeah, it's fucking. It's preserved.
Dude, you probably see God. You ate that.
Oh yeah.
One
way or another.
Yeah. It's like you thought the worm in tequila was bad. You've never had the fucking brain of John Bosco. You've never sipped off the vial of Saint John Bosco, the patron saint of naughty boys.
Patron saint of.
That's what he is. Why are you laughing? It's not funny. It's serious. He's a patron saint of naughty boys.
Someone's got to do it, I guess. Someone's got to save those kids.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Is there more patron saints of juvenile delinquents that we can just refer to them only as patron saints of naughty boys?
I'm sure there is.
I love it.
Probably just fucking ministered nothing but spankings.
Oh, yeah. It hurt him more than it hurt them, though.
Definitely.
I was like, it's like, how do you? I still like. It still boggles my mind where it's like you have a lot of these relics like all across, mostly
I didn't
like
realize
Europe and stuff
technically,
like that,
technically Saint Nicholas is the patron saint of naughty boys as well.
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
He knows when you've been good or bad.
Yeah.
or not?
So,
Shit, I didn't even think about
part of
that.
his-
He's
He has a
got
naughty,
part of his
he has a
He's got some
naughty
sort of-
list.
He's got some sort of shopping list that he's put together.
He knows where all the kids, everyone lives, where the bad ones are.
Buddy, this sounds like Epstein. What's going on here?
That heist is not as good as the first one, but still pretty cool.
No, probably one of the ones that I came across that seemed was like the most interesting was there was one that was like a decade long heist, like the entire plan like took over 10 years, which was like the Saint Foy heist, which was like went from 866 to 876 was like the plan. So the original one is like they had these monks from a monastery in France had like what I explained before, where they had a church but nobody was visiting their church, so they figured that they needed a relic to go ahead and make their church more popular. So they put in their crosshairs a miracle working remains of Saint Foy, which is faith.
Like how does that, you know what I mean? Like you're like, okay, we need a relic, we're gonna fucking heist a relic. Then you're like, we have this relic. I'm like, like, how does that serve you?
We'll get
church
there.
is like, hey,
Yeah, but
we-
these are like, dude, people treat religious like icons like fucking celebrities.
So
This guy might be a big local celebrity, right? Like this.
So they had in the Saint Foy was a 4th century martyr that was. They had the remains housed at a rival monastery in Agen, France, and so the monks dispatched like an unnamed monk, so it's never been known who he was, and they sent him there as a traveler, and he defected from his order to the Agen monastery. So he spends nearly a decade being a monk there, working his way up the monk hierarchy.
Fucking playing the long game, dude.
Inside
10 years?
job.
He finally
Buddy,
gets.
this is like The Departed.
So he finally gets promoted to the position of guardian of the relics, and then that gives him personal key access to
Fucking cool
the saints.
name.
What a
tomb,
title, dude.
Right?
Yeah.
So while the other monks were all passed out after they had this massive feast day celebration, that monk went inside the vault. He unlocks the vault, digs up the bones of Saint Foy, and then puts them in a sack, and then just bolts out into the night. So he gets back to his monastery, his original monastery, and then instead of them being like ashamed that they stole it, like you guys mentioned you were concerned about, like they publicly celebrate the crime, like saying that the Saint Foy didn't want them to move.
It's called advertisement, dude.
Well, they said if the saint didn't want them to move to their nicer abbey, then she would have used their divine power to stop the thief.
And so the other church is just cool. They're like, got us.
Yeah, got
us.
So then the church became massively popular. It's like, and they had a new. It's like the money that they made from pilgrims coming to their church, like funded an entire massive new basilica that they used. It's just like,
But like, how does that like? When was this theft?
This was like in 886 or.
So I guess there's like,
868 or
I guess there's not like,
867.
because I'm like, couldn't the previous church be like, and we're pressing charges? Like,
It's like got no ground to stand on. Like they're like their argument is like, it's airtight. How can you
Yeah.
be like, yeah, damn, like, yeah, I guess she would have done something.
yeah. Are you saying this is make believe?
Yeah. Are you saying that the saint has no divine power? Like she wouldn't have wanted that? Like,
Like, no, that's not what we're saying. Fine. Yeah,
God
fine.
damn it.
I mean, that's a long game. And honestly, to get that far, to be the guardian of the relics, and then you actually become a turncoat, and then you fucking
Double
Yeah.
agent.
then you're a relic.
It takes some dedication.
You,
You're just in there
no,
for
but
10
honestly,
years, like,
scum, dude.
But
You're
at
up
the
there
end
with
of the
Jamie
day, though,
Lannister.
like,
You were
that's the-
sworn to guard those relics.
You
should
did,
call
but
him
you
the
guard them at
Kingslayer.
another place.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, do you not have you have the oversight of the relics? You are the guardian of the relics. At this point, you decide where the relics go.
Yeah, and you're like, why do I want it in this crumbly old abbey when we could go?
Played
to
the
a
long
nicer
game,
abbey?
so
he's like playing a free agent. He's like, as the guardian of the relic, I do not quite like my abode here at this church. I mean, that's to me. I'm like, this guy's scum. Because like, you're not gonna make this this guy comes to my church, brings relics. I'm like, yeah, awesome. Guess who's not the guardian of the relics? This guy. I'm like, you're a fucking turncoat. We can't trust you. You had an oath to guard the relics, and you almost recanted that oath immediately. Like, immediately upon taking the oath to guard the relics, you did the very thing.
Yeah, but that was his original. But that was his original thing. Was he was going in? They were going in there to steal.
But he wasn't the guardian of the relics before, right?
Yeah, well, he worked his way up to that position, so technically he wasn't breaking any rules.
Yeah, he wasn't going to get
the guardian of
the. Yeah, where he goes, he guards the relics. So
it'll never cease to amaze me how fucking corrupt your guys' moral compasses are. That you're fucking.
No, listen.
That you guys
he
are,
works.
You
He
guys
doesn't work for this fucking church. He works
You're
for
defending
God.
the guardian of the relics.
Yeah.
Right? Like he did nothing wrong. Like he didn't fucking steal the relics that he swore to protect.
I'm sure he had a good
Unreal.
reason, Brady.
Yeah.
Decided to guardian them somewhere else.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe this church was unfit.
Yeah,
all right.
exactly.
He owes it.
All right.
He
I like
owes
that.
it to the relics to step in and intervene if this current church isn't properly
He's
appreciating
guarding
the
the relics still.
Let me
He
tell you
just
something.
removed them to a different place.
And a nicer abbey.
Yes.
Like, yeah. So
You guys are out of your fucking minds, all right? And let me tell you
no
something.
way.
He's
None
still
of you
guarding them.
are.
Wait, you're
None
just
of you are
getting-
going to be
this makes
ever
sense.
around. I'm not letting any of you around any of my fucking relics. Ever.
I don't want to be
Ever.
around any of your relics, anyways.
Yeah, you know what that sounds like? Someone who would want to
especially if
fucking
it's
become
going to be
my
a fucking
friend,
part of your body.
become
No,
my
thanks.
friend for the next 10
Pass.
years, and then snoop in, and then just as I'm like, you know what? Maybe I finally trust you to take a look at my relic, and then you just handle my relic instantly. and
Well, it
steal
sounds like these relics only pass down when you die, so you won't have any say on who gets your relics.
Yeah.
No say.
I'll be chopping
making
that
a-
brain into pieces and shipping it out.
making a-
Roman's
I'm
going to be
make-
auctioning
I'm
off all
making-
your fucking
I'm making
relics,
a will
buddy.
right now.
Buddy,
Zell,
all
no
your relics are
going
gonna
to
be on
No
Marketplace.
relics.
No
Andrew,
relics
Guess what?
for-
No,
no
relics. No
relics.
relics.
Buddy,
None of you getting fucking relics. All right.
see him on Marketplace one day, pal. I'm not worried
Yeah.
about it.
For sure.
I'm gonna make a string
unbelievable.
of ears of all your ears when you're dead.
I honestly can't believe
All
you
your
guys
ears, you
justify
2
it.
years. Oh no, all of us. Oh,
All
I got
of
a
your
lot. I got a lot of
String-
lobe. You guys
string
each
of
could have.
ears.
You guys could all have a piece
Buddy,
of
you
lobe.
don't want these fucking ears. They're gross.
That's
All
true.
fucking mushed and fucking.
But yeah, it's that guy in my book, #1 scumbag for doing that. That's like that. Like that's
If anyone
dude, 10
here is gonna
years, 10 years. You've now become friends with these people longer than you've been probably with the other people.
It's playing the long game, brother.
Wow.
Good heist.
Great
Dedicated.
heist. This is a 10 out of 10 heist.
10
That
out of
is-
10
I mean,
heist.
yeah.
10
Long
out of
game
10 heist.
heist.
Like to not be conflicted, to not be get there and be like, how can I do this to these people? They fucking trust me.
Maybe he hummed and hawed
Guardian.
for 10 years.
It doesn't sound like it. It sounded like the second he got Guardian of the Relics, he was like, fuck these people. The relic is mine. And then he fucking fucked off with it. It's
They
unbelievable.
weren't true believers, man.
I think one of the other ones is like another one of the pretty good heists was the smuggling of Joan of Arc's ring, which happened in 2016. Which
Did
is
someone
the
stick it
recent
up their
one.
ass? Is that where we're going with this?
Maybe not. It's not sure here, but I guess like the ring was actually set up to auction. Like it was set on a London auction, February 26th of 2016. So it was a silver gilt ring. Which was engraved with Jesus Maria, and it was taken as a trophy by the English after they burned Joan of the Arc at the stake at 1431.
Was Joan of Arc really killing people? Like, was she in battle?
I mean,
Badass, dude. Why else burn at
she was-
stake?
She did lead the French forces. Like
You know,
yeah.
she was just a fucking unit, though.
She was Brianna Tarth, man.
Right?
Had
Just
to
a
have been.
rig.
Yeah. Which back
So-
then she's probably like fucking 5'6".
She's 5'6". I was gonna say
Massive
5'7", but-
woman.
Yeah. Broad of shoulder.
The French Foundation is a Puy du Froid. It secretly actually crowdsourced funds to win it for 300,000 pounds, which is like $425,000. But the thing is, they knew or they anticipated that the British government was going to try and keep the relic, right? So they didn't even wait for the paperwork to be issued, like the legal paperwork to take the ring. They took possession of the ring and then they packed it into a suitcase and then bypassed UK customs without applying for the mandatory historical export license, and they just slipped across the channel into France. Like they just took the ring as soon as they like won the auction and just took it. So the Arts Council of England discovers that the ring is gone, and then they officially declare the relic a British national treasure, like after the fact that it's been sold. And then they,
Yeah, see, it sounds to me like the French were like, we know these fucking slimy Brits are going to pull some
this
fucking
is theirs.
bullshit.
It's France. That's fucking the property of France.
Yeah, and they already bought it. And then they're like, just go. These guys, we know it. They're going to pull some fucking bullshit.
So the British government formally demands that France return the ring immediately, and they threaten, severe international legal penalties. So the French Foundation they hold a massive and high and like a public ceremony in France before like there was a crowd of over 5,000 people there, where they revealed by the knights in armor while the crowd sings the national anthem, and the park directors like publicly mock the British demands, declaring the ring has returned to France and will stay here. So they didn't even say like they had it. They just said that the ring is in France and it's going to stay here. And they never said like, well, we just don't know how to have it. I think they actually like when they left the auction, they had like a series of cars where they did like a number of handoffs between each car. Yeah, they switched up the cars, like so they they couldn't.
Were they driving different colored Austin Minis?
Yeah, probably. No, they're all the same color to make them even more confusing, I'm sure.
I wonder if England, they're just fucking so offended by this heist. They send their best dude in a powdered wig with like one single glove, and they're waiting for the other French guy, and they go back to back and like duel but slap each other.
So
it makes me think that the French, because they like, it's so funny, only the French would pull a heist after legally buying something, and they're like, you paid for it, and then they're like, all right, 10 cars have to come past, we're gonna do a bunch of exchanges to throw them off. It's like, because they're like, they foiled Britain's heist, which was just gonna be like, we have your money and you own the ring, but it has to stay here in our museum. It stays here.
Along with all the other world's treasures, all India's fucking greatest artifact, everything. It's all here.
It's just wild that the British are trying to keep
yours,
the thing. Like you captured her, Joan of Arc, who's like basically like a prisoner of war, and then you're gonna keep her ring when she's like assistant Frank, like she's French, like folk hero, and you're gonna keep the ring, like try to keep the ring. So after like a months long diplomatic standoff, I guess the French owners like they flatly refused to even give back the ring, and there was an actual official appeal made to Queen Elizabeth II, and I think she actually just signed off on it.
Who appealed that? Like the British government appealed. They're like, Queen, they took our ring.
The French appealed to Queen Elizabeth II, and they said,
"Who gives a fuck?"
Well, I think Queen Elizabeth was just like probably didn't even know about it, and then she's like, yeah, whatever. And then she just like signed off on it and said, yeah, okay, here, you can have it.
Yeah, fucking let me cake.
Because she's like, this is probably super stupid to her. Like, she's like, why is this dumb? Why are we have it? She probably didn't even know they had the ring. Like, she's just like, what? Like, no, give it to them. Why would you do that?
They've stolen enough shit from history.
Yeah. It's like, we got enough stuff in the British Museum. Like,
it should be called the World's Museum.
100%.
That's insane.
But I just think a bunch of like British, like, stuffed shirt guys, historical guys, like trying to get back this ring, and Queen Elizabeth's like, what? No, just give it to them. Why do we even have this?
Ring back.
It's their ring. It's just common sense, I feel like. But yeah, it's just like that one was pretty good. I thought that was
if you can successfully heist something, you can keep it for like 30 days.
Yeah,
I think it's yours.
That's the rule.
That's it.
Without being caught. 30 days.
And what does caught mean? Like, can you
even suspected?
You can't even be suspected.
Can't
so like,
be suspected. You got to pull off a perfect heist.
So let's just say if I pulled off a perfect heist at your house, you couldn't be like, after 30 days, I can just be like, look at this, and then you'd be like, you motherfucker.
I think that's fair.
All right, noted.
Because if I'm looking for something,
but if you call it out, you have to give it back.
Yeah, if you're outed.
Yeah. Okay.
Even suspected.
I like this game.
Everyone should try it at your local store.
I'm gonna heist something from your house next time I'm over there. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey,
I did.
heisted a whole bunch of stuff last
know what's
time I was
funny?
there. I didn't even tell you about it.
I hoisted this.
You hoisted it?
Yeah. From
You're hoisting it right now.
You're hoisting.
I mean, you heisted
You
it.
heisted it?
I heisted it.
You heisted the Indian chief?
Yeah. I stole
From
it.
where?
Keith Dazer's house.
Okay. Well, that's well over 30 days, so it's yours.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
That's a long heist.
And I heisted that. I was like, I'm taking it. I stole it.
That's
I was
yours
there. I was there when he bought it, and we all had one, and then he stole one from Trevor, and then I stole the chief from him. And I've had that. But now, Mike, I'm thinking that this wall beside me over here is right here. It's just gonna, from now on, it's gonna be a collection of all my heists.
Of your heists.
Yeah. And then after 30 days, I'll just turn my camera and I'll be like, huh?
Got it.
Look at that. Look at that thing there.
I think that holds up in court, too.
Yeah.
You never heard about the 30-day
Judge,
rule?
I had this for 30 days. And if that doesn't work, you just say, hey, if they didn't want me to steal it, they would have stopped me, right? So.
Well, but if the item didn't want to leave his house,
yeah, exactly.
it would have done something.
It would have done something about it. Yeah. And
All right, well,
the judge is like,
this,
yeah.
this is a perfect time. We're going to take a short break
Yeah.
as Andrew lays a couple smackdowns here on his kids.
As we all
stops
have to do.
stops the madness. We're going to be right back. We're back.
We're back.
One of the interesting things about most of these relics is like you can always attribute like certain powers to each one, like of what they do.
They have classes. It's like a good loot table in action RPG.
Right. Like we mentioned, it's like they have there's first class, second class, and third class relics. And so if you were gonna put together some kind of like Frankenstein holy golem, like you would need probably you need first class relics.
And
sure.
so that's
gonna
like
work.
pieces of the person.
Yeah, if you're gonna if it's gonna work, like you're gonna need those ones.
That's
So
the
it's like,
skull, the brains, and all the stuff we're talking about. That's what
Yeah.
these people are going for.
and I put together a list of like the most likely candidates for if you're gonna put together a pretty powerful golem. Like these are the pieces that you're probably gonna.
What
need.
Dan is saying here is
Right.
that we're planning our own heist. And we're going to do what all these other fraudsters are too afraid to say, and that's resurrect some sort of holy monstrosity to be our champion in the holy war.
Dude, I really think the resurrection of Jesus Christ is not factually accurate. I think it involves relics.
Oh,
That's what it is. The relics are like a Horcrux. He left all these saints have a piece of him.
Right.
the
Yeah.
body of Christ.
The
Yeah,
body of Christ, right?
Yeah.
I like that.
You got to put them all
Yeah.
back together.
Yeah.
So if that's the body of Christ, what's that little cracker you're eating?
Those are the fucking
Those are edibles.
Tostitos.
Those are edibles.
Oh,
Those are
yeah.
Tostitos.
That was one of the defense when I mentioned that monk who like took a bite out of the thing. He was like, that was one of the things he used in his defense. He's like, if I can consume the body of Christ, like I can consume the body of a saint, no problem. Like there should be an issue with this.
Same.
Why are you guys
It's
getting
an
mad at me?
appetizer, buddy.
Yeah, why are you guys getting mad at me?
Yeah.
Like we
It's a
eat
snack,
Jesus every
bro.
day. Like
If he
whatever.
didn't want to be eaten, his
Right.
powers would have stopped me.
it wouldn't be so tasty. Right? Yeah.
That's the best. These religious arguments, unreal. How do you argue with them?
Yeah,
It's
Can't.
God's will.
Can't. Yeah.
yeah.
It's God's
It's,
will, man.
it's
What are you gonna
almighty.
If
Yeah.
you didn't want it to be, it would
wouldn't
not
happen.
have. It would not be.
do? Yeah.
It's a tough. It's a tough counter.
Fuck.
I guess.
Got nothing, boys. That's it.
Yeah.
How do you
that-
know? How do
that's
you know?
the real reason why they separated church and state, because they're like, we need a fucking judicial system to try these motherfuckers, because they
100%.
keep fucking foiling our plans here with these
Sitting
fucking
on the
double
stand.
entendres.
Because God told me so.
God told me.
Yeah.
He told me to do
God
it.
spoke to
They're
me.
like, damn,
Yeah.
it's good.
Fuck.
Guys.
got us
100%
again.
airtight.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Buddy, that's our next Pope movie. Instead of Buddy Popes, you got like Pope Lock. Where it's like Matlock, but he wins every
Dun,
single
dun.
case because God told him to do it.
I'm just a gentleman Lord, and I'll just say that God told me to do it. Damn it. Fuck. Every time.
Got us again. Damn Pope Lock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess you'd have to start with you have to get the head. So you start with the head, and I guess you need Saint.
Did you
the
order
head
the
of-
code red? If God didn't want the code red, he would have stopped it. Fucking.
God damn it. You can stand. You need me on that wall. God needs me on that wall.
Yes, they deserve to die. I hope they burn in hell. And
You can't handle God's will.
So one of
That's a
the,
great argument.
Yeah,
You
it
imagine
really
that
is.
would work.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly,
Well, you make
that's
people
some
swear
shit.
on the Bible, dude. Like,
Dude, it's funny. It's because like, if you've sat in court in Canada, there is like weird loopholes. Not quite this bad, but like, there is stuff where like Gladue reports and stuff for Indigenous, and you'll have like the whitest person be like, "Yeah, I've got to do a Gladue report," and you're like,
What report?
you got to tell us about the like.
Yeah,
it's
what is this?
it's
You
for
gotta
it's like
elaborate.
it's some sort of, I don't know the entirety of it, but it's a report for Indigenous people, and it usually
Gladue?
gets them a lighter sentence. GLADUE, and it's like it's a ruling something about the disproportionate amount of Indigenous people in the prison system in Canada. So it gets them a lot of times, if they fall under these set of circumstances, a lesser sentence. But then you get like everyone trying to use it who's not. You're like, nah, there's no way this guy is.
Guy's got an 8.
Comprehensive pre-sentencing documents used in
yeah.
Canadian courts to outline the systematic and historical factors of Gladue factors.
Yeah.
The Gladue factors, I
Gladue.
guess. Hey, you know what? Your kids could use it. Métis.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Matey,
100%.
man.
Yeah,
Fucking
100%.
Yeah,
man.
Teach them all about that, just in case.
Yeah,
Fucking
Full-
Matey,
full-
pal.
They got their card.
1%.
They got their card.
1% native.
It's crazy.
Free education.
Yeah, it's awesome. Hey,
Hey, fuck it.
enough of that out of you guys. It's racist.
It is.
It's jealous.
But it's
That's all.
It's jealousy.
It's jealousy,
I,
dude.
I love the religious argument. I wish it was still around. It would be so fun. I would laugh every time I ever heard that on a show or anything. We'd be like, well, he got you.
I mean, you still you hear the religious arguments of, psychopaths
God
a
told
lot of
me, and
time.
they're
God
like-
told me to murder
like, no,
these
we
fucking
didn't.
28 people.
Yeah, but like, not to be more of a piece of shit here, but like,
But-
how is that any different than using your ancestry as a fucking?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
That's
insane.
what I'm saying. It's the same
Yeah.
ridiculous
It's
argument.
fucking
I'm
nuts.
like, you still did it.
Yeah,
Like, what
like,
is-
I don't get it. I'm like,
Did
what
you
does that
kill
matter?
the guy?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. But
Yeah, I don't think it works.
I am
It's
indigenous.
not quite as effective
Oh,
today. When you can, like back then, you could just make stuff up. Like, yeah, okay, sure. Like, as long as somebody backed it up.
Do
you
they
had
have
somebody,
like
yeah.
fucking? Do they have like DEI goals in prison? We're like, fuck, we got too many indigenous. We're running low on Asians. We could probably do a couple more Asians.
Yeah.
Throw the book at them. Stiffer
All right.
fucking penalties
All right,
for those guys.
all right, RCMP, get out there. Crack down on those stunt drivers.
Yeah, like fuck it. It's bizarre.
what else? I lost my train of thought now.
We were talking about religious argument in the courts.
Yeah.
Right.
How,
How
Great
how
day.
it should work every time.
yeah.
Yeah.
It used to. I'm sure it did. And they were like, hey, this is getting crazy.
Well, they also
Well, I
used to
think it's-
fucking burn you at the stake, and if you
Yeah.
didn't, oh no, they drowned you, and if you
can't-
didn't drown you,
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of burning at the stake, unless you were Joan of Arc.
Unless you're a general,
We
especially
just talked about.
I'm going to say, like, a lot of that probably worked pretty good to deter crime in comparison to what we're doing now.
Oh, like public executions?
You're just like,
Oh, yeah.
Wait, didn't they just bring back firing squads in the States, Dan?
Which one?
Pardon me?
firing squad.
Yeah. I thought I just
heard
read
about
that.
I don't know if it's like official, but I saw
What?
something about that.
That's state to
have to look
state
more
basis, right?
Listen,
yeah, it depends on
Yeah,
the state.
yeah.
Explain to me.
Whoa!
This is a country where
Dude,
you're
dude.
bringing back fucking firing squads, but you won't prosecute people on the fucking.
Hold on.
Like,
Hold on. I'm talking under my ass. I need to correct myself. It's not that it's just been brought back. It's already been used. Brad Sigmund was the first person executed by firing squad August 11th, 2025.
Ooh.
They just brought it back in South Carolina.
Now, here's a question: do you get to pick it, or like, do they give you a menu of ways to die, and you like, select,
Bruh,
or do they
how-
decide when you're getting sentenced how you're gonna die? Like
How
who
the
decides this?
That's the craziest thing because like you're on the fire. Like, do they set up like you got to like you're not having people like you're gonna set up automatic guns. Right?
No, it's got to be people for sure.
It's
If it's
yeah,
people,
it is
then
it's a legal
instant-
option in a couple of states. Like,
Well, that's
you
what
can
I'm
do
like.
Idaho,
Who
Mississippi,
makes
Oklahoma,
who's the
South Carolina, Utah?
who makes the decision on how you get to die though? Like where does that come from? Where like
5 states: Idaho, Mississippi, Oklahoma, South Carolina, and Utah.
or do they all just have their
I think it's
own
just cheaper.
death penalty and they get to pick which one? Like each state has a death
Oh, I
penalty
guess-
by this, by like shooting squad, by hanging, by
No, so what it is states are finding it difficult to
Yeah.
obtain lethal injection drugs.
Yeah.
And so they're just like, it's taking too long. There's too many red tape to get these drugs to kill people. We got tons of bullets.
we're gonna fucking take these guys out back like Old Yeller and just fucking like that's crazy, man.
That is crazy.
Hey, I know.
then there's-
Just give them a bunch of fentanyl and let them. We got a lot of that.
I was
like-
just about to say that we got one drug that seems to do the job pretty good, and that seems to be everywhere.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Fentanyl everywhere. They're gonna shoot the guys.
I know, like I mean,
That
fucking
just blows
nuts.
my mind.
we wanted
It's
to throw
also,
himself.
it's also
too
kind
much
of
on the way
interesting.
out.
They say that one of the guns will be loaded with a blank, so that they know that none of them will know who actually fired the killing shot.
You imagine showing up to
You
work being
all
like,
killed
"Hey,
them."
Bob, you got selected for the firing squad today." You're like,
Yeah,
Fuck,
you're like,
like-
yes, I'm never working again. I'm going off on PTSD after murdering a man. You're like,
"Oh,
this is
that's
great.
fucking crazy."
There's no way. Like, there's why not set up a fucking like automatic guns? You know what I mean? Like a minigun.
dude.
on a
There's so
self-turret.
many easier ways of killing people that. Oh man, I don't know. There's like what. I don't understand why you have to use a certain fucking drug. Like,
I think you should kill people without wasting any money. If you're gonna execute them at the jail system, shouldn't waste any money.
well, but
Just-
you got fucking whoever. You got to pay whoever kills them.
Just launch them off stunt driving. Launch them off some big jumps or something.
No, that's
Put 'em in
now
Mad
you're
Mike's
listen.
rocket.
Now we're getting into fucking Running Man territory.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
why don't
okay,
we make
now
it? Why don't we make money? Why don't we make it?
Yeah.
make something money off their death. Like that's right.
Yeah, you're inching towards that.
You're inching towards Running Man, which I mean,
It doesn't
They
seem that
fucking
far off
do.
right now.
oh,
Dan, what other relics do we need to put your fucking Mongol
golem
your
together.
Megazord together.
Let's see. So you probably start with the head of Saint Catherine of Siena. I think you'd probably start with her. Apparently, it has like a remarkable power of preservation. Like I was mentioning, some of these relics have these really, some purported mysterious qualities to them that keep them like really well preserved.
You just don't want to. You just don't want to kiss a man's head.
Yeah. Yes.
That's fair.
And then it's like, okay, you take the head there, you get the right arm of the Saint Francis of Xavier, which you want his arm specifically because he was like the Pope personally ordered his arm to be severed and sent to Rome when he died, because it is the arm that he used to baptize tens of thousands of people across Asia. So I think that makes it pretty holy and pretty powerful on that, in that hierarchy of, if you're measuring holy power, like you have like a Saiyan scouter and you're like looking at it, like that's pretty strong. If the left arm, you're gonna have to use the left arm of Saint John the Baptist, because for sure. And this one's pretty cool.
Goes without saying.
This one's kept in a Topkapi Palace in Istanbul, Turkey. And this one's the arm is actually encased in a jewel encrusted gold reliquary that's shaped like a forearm and a hand, and like it has a little window in it where you can see the bone, but it's like, you would have a pretty fucking rad like gold jewel encrusted left arm as you're going. So it looks pretty fucking cool.
Put
It's
that
like
on
an
the end
infinity
of a
gauntlet,
staff.
Yeah.
like a big old infinity gauntlet on there. Like it looks pretty freaking cool.
Man, you would just be crushing skulls of non-believers with that head.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Smiting.
Yeah.
Just like picking them up and just like off the ground by their head and just be like, yeah. I guess it's like for the torso, you can get the torso of Saint Bernadette of Lourdes, or Lourdes, and you have which I guess, their body is famously incorrupt. It's got one of those like their body. She actually looks like they say that she looks actually asleep rather than decayed. Like they don't even like.
It's so fucked up. They just have her whole body still on display.
Yeah,
That's like the fucking Stalin treatment, right? Isn't Stalin's body still fucking kicking it?
it's like stuff in
Is
like
it?
Is that Stalin or London?
Oh.
I can't remember.
Just turn them into wax or something, or
yeah.
what?
Well, they keep them in like I don't know if they keep them some kind of. I mean, if you keep them, in an airtight enough case, like you can keep them pretty preserved. But that's that one. I guess you would have to use the
Just put them in carbonite.
Yeah, freeze them in there. Work for Han Solo, right? Just
Yeah.
bring them right back. For a heart, I think you need Saint Camillus de Lillis. I guess this one is the patron saint of the sick and healthcare workers. So you don't want your golem to be a completely mindless killing machine. I think you need at least like some type of
Little empathy in there.
Yeah, something in there.
Not mine. I don't want mine getting. Listen, we got a lot of dirty work to do. All right, I don't want no fucking soft woman's heart. Making it think twice about what we're doing.
And you're gonna need.
We're doing the Lord's work, and if the Lord didn't want it, He wouldn't have allowed me to resurrect this beast.
And your golem's gonna need a holy voice. For
I know. No, I want mine just
power
visceral
words of
grunts.
Christendom.
Oh!
So apparently they have the vocal cords and tongues of Saint Anthony of Padua. This one.
This is satanic shit, boy.
Yeah, it's so
telling you.
Bizarre,
weird,
dude.
man.
It's fucking
This one,
bizarre.
they said that after like when they exhumed Saint Anthony's corpse after 30 years after his death, they said all of his body had turned to dust except his tongue and vocal cords. They said they were still red and moist and perfectly intact.
Flipping it around. Ugh.
And they still have those. Like they still have those in a reliquary. So it's like, yeah, you put those. So you got to have a golden voice there for your holy
So
golem.
fucking gnarly.
Then I guess you just need some legs then so they can walk around, of course, and some mobility. I guess you'd give the legs of Saint Muditia, and Saint Mundintia is a catacomb saint whose entire skeleton is apparently exposed and elaborately decorated, but her legs are wrapped in like a nice netting and embedded with jewels. So pretty cool, fine silks, pretty nice legs. And there you go.
How quickly? Because a bunch of these are in Italy, so we'd have to. A lot of them are like 3 are in Rome. No, 2 are in Rome.
One's
another
in France,
Italy.
one's in Turkey.
So I think we'd have to hit Italy first because you're gonna want to get we're gonna have to heist those ones as quick as we can,
right.
and then get out of Italy. There's 4 of us, so we could probably divide and conquer. Right? And then me, right? If we get a couple other prolapsers listen to go and hit up France, meet up, right?
I mean, you have to do them close together, so everybody, so it's like,
well, the second
nobody catches on,
dude. The
before
second
everybody
someone's
catches
like,
on.
"Well, there's a head, and 2 arms, and a fucking torso missing," you're like, people will be like, "They're building her."
Put it together.
The Vatican would be on it right away.
I'm telling you, if you got all the parts
Pope
together,
cops.
they would all like snap together. They're just like, and then just like, yeah, so Voltron style, like just like so fucking paladin golem just walking around.
Oh, now I want to fucking plan a heist. The planning of a heist.
You cannot tell me with all the weird stuff that we have, like all of these pieces, like there's never been someone, and there's somewhere in the Vatican records where somebody has tried this. Somebody has sewn together parts of saints and tried to put. You cannot tell me that has not happened.
Oh, 100%.
And that somewhere they have a record of it, and it's like.
And if it hasn't, it's gonna.
And,
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
We're already
Damn.
planning.
I guarantee there's somebody out there being like, freaking.
It is.
in like 1100, and they were like,
What's
so we're gonna sue them all together.
What's that theory, Zell? Is it the false god theory?
This is what I've been thinking about this whole time.
Right? Like,
Reverse
it
god or
is-
false god theory.
Yeah, it's such a weird, like, morbid, like, fucking thing that you have all this, issues with the church, and you're like, and we have all these body parts that we just keep.
And isn't it like what church is it? With maybe the one where maybe the Pope sits like behind him has that fucking crazy, like demonic spawn looking demon that sprawls over the whole thing.
Weird, man. It's like, what's wrong with the statue, dude?
What's wrong with just the cross?
Yeah, or anything. Like, just get a statue, man. A painting. Fucking.
It is weird. Like the reverse
It's
God theory is
weird.
pretty. Like, it's been a while since we talked about it, but pretty much like the deceiver, like Lucifer, if you believe that.
He's in charge now.
He's in charge. He's of all these religions, and then people think they're following God.
These people are stealing these body parts because they know, and these churches are mocking these saints by fucking presenting their bodies like that.
Oh,
And these people are liberating these relics
there you go.
from these
That's it. I
areas.
like that theory.
That's a defense in court
that's
right
good.
there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Your Honor, you'll never believe me, but God is the devil, and I'm just doing.
Yeah, God is the devil. Devil is not God. The devil is actually God. They're putting the bodies on display.
They're eating babies. I mean,
Dude, I
that's
watched a
almost more
fucking-
believable.
Oh, we'll talk about it after. But I was watching Alex Jones today. Some classic Alex Jones.
He's back.
No, not bad. Old stuff.
Oh,
Highlight reel.
Yeah, highlight real stuff. I was watching him talk about AI like 6 or 7 years ago, and I was like, "This is fucking bad. This is why he's the man."
called it.
Is that the one where
I mean,
is that the one where he smashes the drone with the
samurai
broadsword?
sword?
Because that was the best one. That
no,
was
he
the
was
best
just
one.
talking. He's like the elite Illuminati. They're making AI. They're making a singularity. They want to leave our plane dimension behind. The third dimension. The beasts are coming up from the third dimension into our dimension. We got to push them down. The brightest, the few and the brightest of our dimension. Just going. I was like, this is the fucking greatest thing I've ever. They're making a singularity, and then as the singularity becomes one, we're going to merge, and we're all going to be merged with the AI and live forever, eternally. But our free will will be gone at that point because the AI will be the singularity that controls everything, and we all plugged into it knowingly, willingly. We're controlled everything of our life. It gives us every joy that we've ever desired. I was like, holy shit! I was like, this is the best.
And
So-
when he gets on his rants, he's like, yeah.
It was so good.
Oh, man,
I
just
loved
like
it.
does.
He was talking about dimensions, beasts coming from below and above.
Oh yeah.
Interstellar objects are trying to stop us. There's a big push right now, big resistance to AI and the singularity. It's like, holy
That's why I
fuck.
swear that he reads Warhammer fiction, because I'm like, all the stuff he sounds like, it sounds like he's just reading out straight up some of those
Fucking
books.
great.
I'm just
It's
like,
so fucking
okay,
great.
I've heard this before.
Hey, so we got new Patreon supporters.
Oh, by God, we got a couple new ones.
Yeah.
They found themselves on alientheorist.com. They hit that classified support tab, took it to Patreon. They signed up, hopefully not on Apple.
Yeah.
Hopefully on
Hopefully
Patreon web browser itself. This week's new supporters, we got Zell is by far the best one. I'm back. I remember
Let's
this
go.
guy. This guy fucking
Making up
that
names.
guy.
All right.
stroking my ego for
Your
years.
own name,
Yeah.
yeah.
You deserve it, buddy.
Joseph Mahone,
Let go, Mahone.
Beanhead,
Fucking beanhead.
Neat
I
Guy
like it.
John,
Neat guy. Real
Doms.
neat guy. Who?
Ronalicious Ponalicious,
Hell yeah.
and Sea Dog Blazetron the Skywatcher.
Hell
Wow.
yeah.
This
that's a
month's
fucking
newest
dope-ass
supporter. Some of them have left and come back, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, that's what
Man,
we're
we
talking
love
about.
you. Thank you.
And as we always say at the end of these things, keep those eyes on the skies.
See you in after hours.
They're coming up from the third dimension. They're fighting among the fourth dimensional beings. The sixth dimension are coming down. They're working with our brightest minds, working with the singularity. It's already here, folks. The singularity's been made. They're just trying to tether it, and once it gets to the Internet of Things, that's it for us. We'll all be punched into the AI as it'll manipulate us all in global affairs.